Christophe, please tell us a little bit about yourself today.
It's a pleasure to be here in Dubai. It's always a wonderful city, lots of things happening, and a good place for a conference with worldwide players. I have a background in aerospace, and I came here representing L3 Communication, which is a Fortune 500 company involved in several business, aviation, electronics, and also space equipment. And regarding space equipment, we're one of the only two makers in the world of a technology called vacuum device, electron vacuum device, providing high power amplifiers to satellites.
Okay, that's very technical for a person like me. I come from a sociological background. Please explain that a little bit.
Well, think about receiving a satellite signal. You know, a satellite is very far from Earth in a geostationary arc. And so when you send a satellite from the ground, a signal from the ground to space, it has to be re-amplified to be sent back to Earth. So that's what we're doing. When you're getting a TV signal, our equipment is behind the satellite to reboost that signal and send it back to Earth.
Okay. I heard that there's quite some challenges that people go through right now, and that you develop a new technology which is super fast and will give us a new dimension to communicate?
Correct. I think L3 Communication, we're a technology shop first, and probably American technology, high tech at its best. There are only two makers of this technology in the world. It's very, very difficult to make. And we are making sure that we provide a very efficient product, very reliable. As a matter of fact, when you send a satellite to space, there's no repair and return. So you have to make sure the product works exactly per the specification. And we're known to be very good at doing so. Also, we're now opening a new area with millimeter wave product, which is going higher into the frequency spectrum.
Okay.
Think about it as making available a new highway with no cars or no one driving on it. And
exciting. That sounds good. Is this also the topic that you will discuss today as a panelist?
I will discuss this as a panelist. I will discuss about how we are adapting to the satellite market demand. All the industry is going to what's called high throughput satellite, more power, more bandwidth, and we're developing traveling wave tube amplifiers to suit this demand. You hear a lot through this conference as well about flexible payload, how to modulate the amount of data you can send, software-defined satellite. We're also developing a digital power conditioning unit that does just that.
What is the key takeaway, something new that you learned or discussed about that you weren't aware of?
Well, I think there is a really exciting things happening in our industry. There is a lot of competition that we've seen happening with terrestrial cellular providers versus satellite providers. I see a lot of area of cooperation and convergence where we can have the two industry working together and coexist, which is critical when you talk about spectrum. The spectrum has to be shared in order to make best use of radio frequency between the two industry. And I believe the willingness is there for the two industry to really complement each other.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time.